Hello and welcome back to Go Play a Star Wars here on Chasey K Plays. We are still on Dantooine, but we should not be for much longer. Hi. Okay, it's going to take one step, and now Juhani wants to talk. Juhani seems tense and wary in your presence. Perhaps you could make her feel more welcome by talking with her. Also, I don't know if it's coming through, but I'm congested. Not really sick exactly, but I might sound a little off. Anyway, let's speak to Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
God. The problem with some of these dark side-ish prompts or dark side sounding prompts is that they would just end the conversation, and we'd like to hear more of the story, right? I specifically would like to hear more of the story because I have never had Juhani in my party before this playthrough. So yeah, let's please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live? What is the Cathar homeworld like? And was it bad there? Yeah, just where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi? Then how did you gain entrance to the Order? Typical childish naivete. Yeah, did you meet a Jedi? What is that? Is that what sparked this whole thing?
Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored? The imagination can be a dangerous thing, so what did you do? Yeah, what'd you do? God, also, we, we really dark-sided out our face here, haven't we?
From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi, to lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child, but this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Sounds good to me. All right, we have one more mission to complete here on Dantooine before we ditch out for the next planet, and that is to confront the Mandalorian leader. We've not been able to find him, and I did look it up just to be sure, because like we cleared out this whole map, and what happens is you have to find a number of like random groups of Mandalorians before the actual chief, the leader of the Mandalorians, shows up. So we kind of just have to keep walking around, hope we see some Mandos, and then take care of them. Is this a time where we put on speed? I guess so. God, it looks so bad. I think we probably have better luck finding them down here. Those are Cath hounds. Those are Mandalorians in the back there. Alright.
So
This is the leader.
meddler.
Okay.
You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi. I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
If you say so. Let's try a little horror. And maybe a little force push. No, he saved that. All right, let's just attack. Oh, he hurts. She's down. That's bad. Well, we are also down. Whoops. Well, we might have to catch back up from our save. Or maybe we just run away. Is he gonna let us run away? Probably not. Shield. Can we health pack maybe? Let's go advanced med pack. Yep, that helps. And then, come on, get me. Just trying to get us to a spot where we can. Yeah, he just hurts. He just hurts. Do we have another shield here? This is bad. A Chani shield, maybe that's a little better. Nope, it's not really that much better. Alright. Battle stimulant, how about that? Nope. Answer is no. Answer is extremely no. Alright, let's load back to where we were. Oh, I guess we can skip through that Juhani dialogue again. Yep.
How? What? How? Well, back.
Yeah, where'd you live? Did you meet a Jedi? What'd you do?
But then come.
Okay. Alright. Is this the right party for this? Is Juhani strong enough for this? Should we bring in Bastila? Should we bring in T3? Should we bring in Zalbar? Come on.
Huh?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Even with the burst of speed. God, sorry. Even with the burst of speed, sometimes you guys will just not show up, and you gotta do this. Yeah, all right. Let's take a look at our party. I think we kind of just need the raw beef right now. And there's very few beefier than old Zalbar. Of course, he doesn't have any weapons on him. Because I gave his weapons to to Canderous. I mean, and spoilers, I guess. He becomes the leader of the Mandalorians at some point. He does get a level. I guess we'll do that. Awareness, demo, treat injury. Master 2 weapon fighting makes a lot of sense. Master power attack makes a lot of sense. toughness could be pretty good. I think you go 2-weapon fighting for now. Oh, he gets another level. Wow. Wow. But just skills for that one. Okay. Strength 22. I mean, he's better than Canderous in a lot of ways. He's got better con as well. And better dex. He is just kind of better than Canderous at the moment. And Canderous didn't have any dialogue about with the Mandalorians, which was a little interesting to me. All right, let's unequip Canderous. Strength +2. I probably want those as well. And con +1. Let's take that off. Yeah, mind affecting. We don't really care. Let's take the cardio. Oh, he also has his power belt. So even with all that stuff on Canderous, he wasn't as good as this this basically naked Wookiee. Prototype missions. Okay, I think that probably helps. 24 strength, 21 con. Yeah, he just really outclasses Canderous. So now we'll take Juhani over Canderous. Or do we take Bastila over Juhani? Let's compare them both here. Strength 12, Dex 18, Con 12. She's got decent charisma. And you've got really good Dex. But you don't have a heck of a lot of force powers, do you? How do I look at power? Oh, there we go. You just kind of... Well, no, you have decent powers. Yeah, okay. Bastila is probably better than Johnny right now. At least for this one fight that we need to do. So, Zalbar and Bastila. Neural Band, you can't equip that yet, but... All right, let's take on this Horned Cathhound if he's still here, and then we'll save, and then we'll go back into the Mandalorian fight. Okay, that's not where I expected that guy to be, but oh, actually, improve power attack, please.
That hurt, I bet.
Okay. Another Horned Cathhound.
That hurt, I bet.
Okay. One last thing I want. Ooh, okay. Heads up. One last thing I want to do. Can I get onto me? Scripts. There we go. I want you on Jedi droid support, right? Use force powers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I want you to use your force powers. And then, do I want her to be the same? I think so. Okay. Save. Let's try this one more time. Hello, friends.
Ah, so this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi. I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
That's fair, but I've got a Wookiee on my side now, so feeling a little bit better about it. Energy shields. Toss one grenade in. Get in there. Oh yeah, look at the force lightning. Heals are also working. Yeah, Zalber's down, which kind of bad, but once we get this force lightning off, boom, done. These guys, not worried about it. Yeah, all right, that went a lot better. This backpack had nothing, right? Yeah, because we've done that one before. But he had a couple of lightsabers on him. Sonic nullifiers, Verpine cardio regulator. Yeah, we'll take all of that. All right, let's see what we got here. Verpine cardio regular fortitude 3. We don't really care about that. But we did get 2 whole lightsabers, which I don't think are super useful at the moment. I certainly would suck with them, having my 8 strength over here. But if this was KOTOR 2, I would definitely have one as my weapon switch. In KOTOR 2, you get 2 sets of weapons, and one that's unequipped and one that's equipped at any one time. So I would definitely have it as my backup. Anyway, that was all we needed to do there. So let's at least switch back to Juhani. Just in case there's more dialogue with her. I think we can hang on to Zalbar for now. And we'll, I guess we could just return to the Ebon Hawk. Well, no, we can't return to the Ebon Hawk because we gotta tell somebody that we dealt with the Mandalorians.
Your wish?
Although it might be faster to return to the Ebon Hawk. I don't think so, because whoever we need to talk to is outside the Jedi camp, or outside the Jedi Academy. So we'd have to go all the way through the Academy to get back here. And we're just here already. Okay, you didn't have anything. You were the droid that we that we took care of. Man, John? Is John our guy?
Now those Mandalorians know what it's like to be hunted. But now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop until you've defeated their leader. You must find him and kill him too.
I did that. I fought and killed their leader.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
What? That's it? Give me more. We gotta stay a little dark-sided, right?
What? I did not think the Jedi were so greedy. You seem almost Mandalorian. I thank you for what you have done for me, but I have nothing else to give. The Council will hear of your deeds and your greed.
You are a representative of the Jedi Order. When you behave this way, you disgrace us all.
Yeah, you're gonna have to learn. That's how I roll.
What?
That's how Dando Bell rolls. I don't particularly love being dark side. I'm learning as I play this. I just generally kind of find it not as interesting as I'd want it to be. And I think part of that is just there's so little shades of dark side. And I feel like there are more shades of light side in this game and others, and like KOTOR 2 as well, where you can say things that are light-sided but have different personalities for how that goes. And you can still kind of shape a character in different ways, even when you're doing the good thing. And I feel like, at the very least in this game, and I think in a lot of cases KOTOR 2 as well, but maybe less so, when you're doing the bad things, you kind of just get the, give me more money, I'm just going to kill you, like all sorts of things that just feel like the very generic evil way to go. I did like the mission we got in this one about the droid, where I could destroy the droid and then also tell the woman that he's still out there. Like, that's manipulative in a way that feels like a cruel dark side option that's not just murder everyone you come across. It still wasn't the best mission, but it was better than a lot of the other ones that I've seen. I'm going to see if there's anything else to buy here. Well, I took care of those. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that one. There was some Mandalorian stuff going, or there was some skirmish stuff going on. You didn't come here to listen to my ramblings on Circuit Core. Okay, yeah, let's see what you have to say. Yeah, I think we've seen all that before. All right. There wasn't anything. I mean, we really like this blade. It is upgradable too. It's 7,000. We're at 6,000. We could buy this thing. 3 to 12 plus 3 ion. I think Canderous would really like that. I don't really want the assault rifles. Oh, we didn't check that. Oh, these gloves are really good too. Yeah, I really liked those gloves. That's a pretty good belt too. Like, there's a lot of really good stuff here. It just costs way too much. All right, and just Passat cards. So that was, let's take a look here just to be sure. This sword was 3 to 12 with a +3 ion, and it has a 19 to 20 critical threat. Let's go in and see. This is 1 to 10 with a +4 damage. So yeah, that other one is just kind of way better. And missions is also 1 to 10 with a +1. So
Sure.
what can we sell? What can we sell? I don't really use security spikes all that much. This light armor's not the best. But these also aren't getting me much cash. Like, sure, I could sell these 2 vibroblades. I don't really need these, but it didn't give me much of anything. The sword's not upgradable either. So yeah, we could sell that sword. Selling a lightsaber would get us a decent amount of money, but I don't think we want to do that. At least not yet. Heavy blasters, ion blasters. Yeah, we could sell the carbine. We could sell this sonic rifle. I'm not really worried about that either. Can't really sell that. Mines, we could sell some mines. Mines haven't done a heck of a lot for us. Minor flash. Average flash. Do we really want to be this low on credits, though? I think that's mostly what I'm comfortable selling. Leaves us at 200 credits. Yeah, let's do it. It also feels bad buying a sword. Like, swords are so... I mean, you get so many lightsabers, and lightsabers are just really good. Lightsabers kind of kick the shit out of any of these other blades that you can get, but a lot of people can't use lightsabers, so I'm buying it. Let's read about it first, just to be sure. Sanasiki used this weapon to kill Nelanik, a Zabrak who assassinated a Chani High Protector with battle droids. Cortosis protects the blade against lightsaber sparring damage, while energy cells disrupt droid opponents. Yeah, I guess we'll buy it. Let's also, while we're here, go to the workbench, build it up a little better. I wonder also if we talk to the council if they'll mention anything about the... Hey, we heard you were pretty greedy about those Mandalorians. All right. First, lightsaber. Got stuff equipped to that one, stuff equipped to that one. We're out of crystals, but let's make this one red just because we're doing that. Ranged, we've got all our stuff in that. Yep, that's all right. Armor, we put stuff into that one. Probably, yeah, let's leave it in there for now. I was going to say we probably should take it out in case we ever need to sell the fiber armor, but I think we're okay. We're not going to need to sell it that quickly. Missions fiber blade. Well... So we're missing the energy projector. Prototype has one. I guess you take it out of the prototype one and put it into this one because we just want this blade to be as good as possible. All right. 3 to 12. Plus 3 ion damage versus droids. Another plus 1 to 6 on top of that. So it's really 4 to 18 with a plus 3 to droids. Critical threat range is 17 instead of 19. And it has an attack modifier of 4, so it hits more often. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah. So we can now put that on. Do we still keep using Zalbar? Let's go back to Candy, I think. Also see if this sonic nullifiers. Nah, I don't think we've really come up against a whole lot of sonic damage so far. So we'll take the power there. We'll take the con. We put Sanasiki's blade here, and the prototype, and the power belt. Pretty good.
Sure.
All right. What's up, Jar?
I have heard there was some sort of large battle to the south of here between two families of settlers. Apparently, both the families were completely killed in the fight,
Yeah,
along with their
weird.
respective droids. I find that most suspicious. Were you not in that area recently?
Lie. No, I was somewhere else. Lie. That's horrible. I didn't know. Lie. Perhaps it was Mandalorian Raiders. Perhaps it was Mandalorian Raiders. I did just take out a bunch of Mandalorians.
Perhaps. Perhaps. That or a feud that got out of control. It is tragic, but nothing can be done now that all who were involved are dead.
Yeah, I
Let
agree.
This be a lesson against hate and violence. A Jedi must always be wary lest these lead to the dark side.
Yeah, bummer. Bummer, man.
May the Force be with you.
Okay, you don't have anything else to say.
I must congratulate you on your actions. You have saved Juhani and brought her back into the Order.
Thank you.
And have given us all great hope for your future success. May the Force be with you as you continue your training.
Yes, I am quite good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Padawan, I must speak with you. You are now one of the Jedi, an order with a long and glorious past. A past we should all be aware of. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the
Sounds a
history
little boring.
of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
I'm eager to learn. Tell me the history of the Jedi. Where are the Academy's archives? I don't have time for this right now. Where are the Academy's archives?
This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge.
Lame.
The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a master to truly understand. If you are seeking information on Revan, Malak, and the Sith, I will gladly recount the recent history of our order to you.
All right. Very well. Tell me the history of the Jedi.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
What does this have to do with Revan and Malak? What about the Mandalorian Wars? I don't have time for this right now. I mean, Exar Kun was, again, like, this was 40 years ago, he said, right? So neither of these things were a big deal at this point. Although he said for 20 years we struggled to rebuild. Okay, so I guess we're moving forward in time. What does this have to do with Revan and Malak?
All things in time. You shall learn that history is an intricate weaving of many events. No one thing can be understood without the proper context. 20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation.
Sounds like a big mistake. They should have protected them, but we ended up in a war anyway. Yeah, we ended up in a war anyway. How'd that happen?
The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for a massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun.
Did the Jedi join in? We know the answer is no. What about Malak and Revan? I don't have time for this yet. I'm saying this sarcastically, but I don't think the game allows for that. But yeah, did the Jedi join in?
The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
So Revan did the right thing.
No one is denying that Revan was one of the keys to defeating the Mandalorians. But something happened out there on the Outer Rim. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months. Scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
What happened next?
3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror.
Where did Revan get the ships for the Sith fleet? How did Revan get so many followers? Yeah, how did Revan get so many followers?
Initially, the bulk of the Sith force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power. But what is more disturbing is the size of the Sith fleet itself. Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars, but many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence.
How can anyone hope to stop the Sith?
For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
What can I learn from Revan's history? Don't worry, I'll find a way to stop the Sith. We've asked about the Academy's archives before. What can I learn from Revan's history?
Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson.
All right, I'll be going now.
May the Force be with you.
And then anything from Vandar? Hold on. Oh, God. Rough. Vandar, what you got?
There has been a report of a terrible battle near the Sandral estate to the south of the Enclave. Apparently, a large force of droids attacked the estate. The defending droids returned in kind. The attacking family was apparently the Matali family, launching an attack on the Sandral estate. Both entire families were slain, including the boy Shen, who had been reported missing. There was a mention that someone noticed one or more other persons leaving the battle area after the conflict had finished. You were in that area, were you not? Did you see something?
Lie. Okay, I guess we can just do we're going to keep our story straight, right? Perhaps those Mandalorian Raiders.
Is that so? I cannot find fault with your statement, but something in your manner is odd. But no matter. More pressing things are at hand. You must always remember the destruction and chaos that the dark side can reap, and avoid it at all costs.
It is obvious Master Vandar senses something is amiss in your tale. Yet he chooses to believe you, and I will not question the wisdom of a Jedi Master.
Okay. You should question that. You should question it. What was she? No, she wasn't there for that. Bastila wasn't either. I guess that makes sense why they wouldn't allow you to have them be with us there, because then they would feel like they couldn't lie to the council. All the other Jedi, or all the other party members we had, probably don't care. So that makes some sense. All right, we are going to do one last save here on Dantooine before we move on to our next planet. I think we kind of just get the option of where we want to go now. Let's explore the ship. I don't think we've really gotten to explore the ship much. So missions hanging out here.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Terrace. I still can't believe it's gone. I mean, I grew up there and now it's just gone.
Malik will pay for what he did. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. Taurus is a wasteland. Get over it. All right, let's go dark side.
What? How can you be so cruel? Millions of people dead and all you can say is get over it? Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malik, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Terrace, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malik or the Sith, I'll be there for you.
Despite just being told your whole home planet was a wasteland, it's not a big deal. Again, I think the dark side stuff that you can do in this game is a little whatever. Also, it's weird that this is called a workbench when it's blue up there. Maybe there's only workbenches in this game? They're not the lab stations like there are in KOTOR 2. Man, again, I've played KOTOR 2 a lot, and I have played this game once, a long time ago. So, what's up, Candy?
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories. You know anything about this world? Can you give me some stims? Yeah, you got any more war stories?
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
I didn't think Mandalorians got afraid. Ha, some Mandalorian you were. What happened next? Yeah, I didn't think Mandalorians got afraid.
Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
You dropped from orbit riding a droid? Those droids sure are something. Who are you fighting anyway? Yeah, you dropped from orbit riding a droid?
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
Kind of some Doctor Strangelove going on. I like that. I want a Basilisk War Droid.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity.
Oh,
for
definitely.
Now. Is there something else you want to know?
No. I think that was more than enough.
I'm here if you want something done right.
Thanks, bud. That was cool. That was cool. Engine room. Nothing here. Supplies. Okay. Metal box. Plasteel. Nothing in any of these. No. No. Alright, let's get to this compartment. Some type of hidden smuggling compartment. Without proper codes, you'll not be able to open it.
No problem. Didn't work.
No problem. Didn't work. That's great. Alright. Anybody in this room? Nope. I don't think T3 will have much to say, but we'll chat to him anyway. Beep, 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 whoop. Can you construct a programming spike for me? You don't talk much, do you? Yeah, let's... Don't worry about that. Zalbar, probably also not a whole lot to say. Something you want. Could you help me with a problem? Unless you want someone threatened or a door bashed in, you should ask someone else. Alright. Have anything more to say about yourself, Zalbar? A lot of my life debt, but I don't feel we share more than that. Mission may say more, but I will not. I think we've gone through this dialogue before. Honey, we just talked to...
for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
You thought the dark side had consumed you. It is nothing. Damn right, apologize. Next time you try something like that, I'll kill you. Well... Alright, I do want to see what she's got to say.
I realize you have justification, but that anger only leads to the dark side. Please do not fall into the same trap that caught me.
Lady, I was in that trap long before I met you. I'm not as weak as you, Juhani. The dark side will not take me. I am too strong. Have no fear. I recognize the danger. I like that one.
I thought that too, but I was wrong. The dark side is most devious and deceptive. It can find the smallest weakness to exploit. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Do not worry, Juhani, I forgive you. I think it's going to take a lot for that to happen. Ha, unlikely. It's going to take a lot for that to happen. Let's leave her in a position where she feels like she needs to keep doing stuff for me. That is pretty dark side.
It may, because I am prepared to do what it takes. I can only hope that in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
All right. And then I imagine Karth is up here, piloting the ship. Bastila 2. Okay. Oh, they both want to talk to us. This is the galaxy map, the Ebon Hawk's onboard navigational computer. When you are ready to leave Dantooine, you can use the galaxy map to travel to other planets around the galaxy. The destination is stored in the Ebon Hawk's computer from the last trip Davik made with it. Alright. Bastila, what do you got?
How can I help?
Want to talk? You look like someone's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
I think you're interested in more than just the bond between us. Doesn't the bond mean my presence is necessary? I don't believe in this bond, regardless of what the council said. I still don't understand this bond of ours. Yeah, you like me. You like me, don't you? I think you're interested in more than just the bond between us.
Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing. I find your command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Our relationship? Is this some kind of clumsy come on? Okay, I'll answer a few questions. Forget it, I'm not interested. Yeah, okay, let's push this a little further. Our relationship, is that some kind of clumsy come on?
I was referring to the bond we share. The one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this.
Yeah, touched a nerve there.
Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves, most definitely. I suppose this is what you men consider being witty.
Dark side men, at
Are
least.
you going to answer my questions, or would you rather just keep annoying me?
I would rather keep annoying you.
I see you intend to be childish about this. I guess I won't get anywhere continuing our discussion right now, will I? I suppose I'll just have to speak to you again later. Hopefully you'll behave a little less like a little boy and a little more like a man.
Yeah, all right. Karth, buddy, I really do not want to talk to you, but...
Yes, what's on your mind? You do? Well, fair enough. What do you want to discuss?
I want to talk about these issues you seem to have with me. I'm the one who has issues with him, but yeah, let's turn it around.
I knew you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period.
Not built that way. That sounds like an excuse. Why are you so hostile? What did I do to deserve this? And what exactly are you watching me for? Yeah, what are you watching me for?
I don't know that yet. Like I said before, it's probably nothing, but I've been betrayed by people before, and well, it won't happen again. That's all.
You're just not a very trusting person. So you want some guarantee that I won't betray you? I'm starting to get pretty tired of this attitude of yours. Of course it won't happen again if you never trust anyone. Yeah, I'm starting to get pretty tired of this attitude of yours, buddy.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be the first. Look, I don't expect you to be my friend. This is just the way I am. No need to take it personally.
I'm beginning to wonder if you're even capable of trusting anyone. Right, and how am I supposed to know that you won't betray us? Again, turning it back on him. I do like that.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yes, you. Why should I trust you after all? Why not you? Accusing other people is a good cover for a traitor.
I don't remember ever saying anything about a traitor. All I mean is that if you're smart, you won't trust anyone. Not me, not Bastila, and especially not yourself.
Bastila. So you don't trust yourself, is that it?
I don't need to be analyzed, thanks. Can we just get back to business?
I don't need someone around who doesn't trust me. So leave, be on your own. It's obvious what you want. You sure you don't want to talk about it? That settles that, I guess. So yeah, so leave. Be on your own.
It's not what I want. I have a duty, and I intend to see it through. The galaxy is in danger, and I want to save it. That's what I want. Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
Fine. Alright, let's use this galaxy map. We've got a number of places we can go. We can go to Tatooine. We can go to Kashyyyk. I think it's pronounced Kashyyyk. I always say Kashyyyk. There's 3 Y's. I don't know. We can go to Manan. I very much do not want to go to Manan. We'll get there eventually. Korriban, which is the big Sith place. That would be kind of fun. Or Yavin. Small station. Wait, is Yavin where? No. I remember Tatooine, Kashyyyk. I remember Tatooine, I'm gonna keep doing it, aren't I? I remember Tatooine, Kashyyyk, Manan, and Korriban. I don't really remember Yavin. Well, I think Tatooine's where we want to go. I remember some of the stuff that happens on Tatooine. I think Tatooine's where I'd like to be. Huh. Yeah, I do not remember Yavin at all in this game. Scary man.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak.
Calo Nord.
Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Who could he be talking about? T3, I guess? Certainly not me. Another doohickey. All right, let's get our feet wet here on Tatooine before we wrap up for the day. I don't feel like we've accomplished a heck of a lot yet, so I want to do something. But we're also kind of approaching the general time where we end these things. The Force has given us a vision, like the one.
Us a vision.
Fine,
like
you
the
say
one
it.
we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Looked like it was inside some kind of cave. Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert. I don't have time for your visions. Yeah, it looked like it was in a cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yep, all that's true. Oh, what's up, bud? Checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Not right? What do you mean? Someone's been into the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. You might want to check out the food stores the next time you're in the cargo hold. Okay, we were just there, but we can do it again. Nope, that's the medical bay. Here's the cargo hold. Strangely, the food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Examine the supplies more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate that the theft was from pests or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they've managed to avoid detection by you or your companions so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. Well, we already looked. Do we have to look through those boxes again? Let's try the compartment again. Nope, can't do anything with that. Alright, I don't think this does anything, but I think we probably should just open all the containers again, just to be sure. Okay, nothing there. think engine room is probably a potential likely spot. I do not remember this at all. Yep. You think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you? Okay. You think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you, but when you stop to listen, they disappear. Yep, it's just same stuff. Just walking around the whole place, seeing if anybody's got anything.
Kipuna, Bonana
No. No Abdus. Hey, what are you doing? Little girl, where'd you come from? Get out of here, whoever you are right now. Hey, what are you doing here?
Selima Wanga Kunbitkin.
Na Abdus, Mihut Bad Liaz, Awants. I don't understand what you're saying. Calm down, little girl, I won't hurt you. I want you out of here, off my ship. Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm trying not to be... I want to know more about this before I kick her off.
Mucho shakapaga.
Yuba me na Abdus? Still don't understand you. Yeah, she frowns. Well, you can't just stay. Why would I know these names? Does the name Lur Aka ring a bell? What about Rundil Otsulim? You're a stowaway. How have you been here? Where are you from? Can you tell me that? I don't know why we know these names, but sure. Can you tell me your name? She doesn't know those names. Okay. Doesn't know that. Point to yourself. My name is Nando Bell. You are...
Mucho shakapaga.
Wuba Susa Sasha. Okay, Sasha. Your name is Sasha then.
Mucho shakapaga.
Okay, so found Sasha. Try to learn Sasha's strange language.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Many of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
Doesn't seem to be a fan of Mandalorians. Mandalore, that's your word for Mandalorian. Do you know of them? Okay, Mandalorian's bad, I get it.
Selima Wanga Kunbitkin.
But you are a Mandalorian child, then. I can understand Mandalorian, but your words are all mixed up. You know, let's try to learn her language some more.
Tonki ba no.
Leifsa, everything is safe, is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
She points towards one of the Ebonhawk service panels. Me lasfa, me stinqua in lafsa. That panel, that's what lafsa means. You sleep there. Lafsa means sleep. I give up. Yeah, you sleep there?
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
No, okay. Bristog me laughs at the panel. Okay, all of this is your home. Laughs at
Kipuna,
okay.
Bonana Kichu.
Okay. Esawan, na Esawan.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Me Esawan. Okay, I see you. I see you, or you see me?
Dong abuk shami no nok.
You're hiding. Na Esawan is okay, you've been hiding in that. Okay.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Sure.
Selima Wanga Kunbitkin.
Sasha hiding in Bristog. Bristog is her home. Bristog. Okay, so let's say Bristog. That's to be like the compartment, the ship. Yeah. It's a thing. Something around here. It's your home. Yeah. Bristog means starship. Yeah, the starship's your home. Sure. Ebonhawk is your home. I get that. You're hiding in the starship. It's your home. I understand. You said that before. What is Gondisan? Girl laughs and points at you. Yuba Gondison. Something about me, then.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Girl smiles and pats her chest. Gondison me. It's something like... It's something you like. Yes, Gondison means you like it.
Mucho shakapaka.
You like me, I understand. Okay, sure.
Selima wanga
Who doesn't?
kumbikin.
Now, Abdus, you said that when I first found you.
Kipuna. Bona na
Girl
kichu.
slaps her leg. Abdus. Abdus means hit.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Is not Gondison, so that's... I mean, I'm gonna guess that she doesn't like being hit, is what it's...
Selima
that's what she's
wanga
saying.
kumbikin. Kipuna.
Yeah, yes, very bad. Stop that.
Kipuna. Bona na.
So Abdus is to hurt, so yeah, she doesn't like being hurt. Yeah.
Tonki.
I understand. No, I won't hurt you.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Yum, what kind of word is that?
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Points towards elsewhere on the ship. Yum, me, I want. God, this congestion's killing me, buddy. Me, I want Kestawon Yum. It's part of the ship, a room.
Mucho shakapaka.
Yum, you mean food. Okay, I mean, that just makes sense, right? Yum is food.
Selima wanga kumbikin.
Na geese, is that all one phrase?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Stabs downward with her finger. Me kapasi na goose, the floor.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Covers her mouth with her hands.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Okay, I guess we gotta try that one again.
Kipuna.
You're talking down?
Kipuna. Bona na.
You're not speaking now. Nuggies means now. Nuggies is not. Nuggies is not now or before.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
You want some food now? You're okay. Sure.
Tonki ba
Tabbed you. What do you mean?
mucho shakapaka.
Girl points at her mouth. Yuba capsi taba mi yuba. You want me to tell you a story? I'm supposed to talk. Speak about what?
Tonki ba non tontek.
Yuba so Yuba tabid mi yuba. So tabid means tell me about.
Tonki
Okay.
ba non tontek.
Do I remember what yuba means? I guess it's me. You wanted about me. Let's communicate with Sasha in her language,
Mucho
I suppose.
shakapaka.
There is someone who will take you home. Luraka Kestawon Leifsa. Why are you hiding on my ship? Sasha na Esawan Ibristag.
Selima wanga kumbikin.
You came to the ship before. You were very scared.
Kipuna.
Why?
Bona na kichu.
You left the Mandalorians and hid here on the ship.
Tonki ba non tontek.
You don't want to leave. The Ebon Hawk is your home.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
The Ebon Hawk is not your home, Sasha. Not your first home, anyway. Bristog na Sasha Leifsa. Why are you scared of the Mandalorians? Hoot bad Liez Mandalore. You sleep here on the ship. You have to go. Yeah, why are you scared of Mandalorians?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
They took you before and they hurt you.
Selima wanga kumbikin.
Mandalorian ship wasn't home. You didn't like it.
Mucho shakapaka.
Yeah, the Ebon Hawk's not your home. You sleep here on the ship. You have to go now. That's enough talk for now. You sleep here on the ship.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
By service panel, you understand that she must have been sleeping in the ship's repair ducts. Sasha, yeah, okay. Ebon Hawk's not your home, Sasha.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Tell me about your home before.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Dantooine. Okay, there's someone who will take you home. Dantooine, maybe on someone on Dantooine remembers. Well, we're not going all the way back to Dantooine. We've already discussed more than I wanted to. I just wanted to head back or head out to Hey, we found out it was a girl. No, you didn't care about that. Oh, I have a little stowaway problem actually. Dude, you're the one who talked to me. Okay, fine. Let's tell Bastila that she's the only one who probably cares enough to do something about it.
How can I help?
Can you help me with my little stowaway problem?
I'm confident that you can deal with that on your own.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You're the Mr. Responsible guy. You have any advice on our little stowaway?
Sorry, can't.
Screw you guys. All right, we'll ask Juhani. We're not asking Candace about it, that's for sure.
How may I be of assistance? I do not know how to help you with...
All right, well, all of you guys suck. None of you have ever taken care of a child or thought about a child ever once in your lives. Fine. All right, we're taking Candy, and let's take Juhani. And let's go.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve. After some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What do I get for my 100 credits? What if I don't have the money? What if I say no? What if I say no?
Zerka Corporation maintains this docking station at great expense. It is within our rights to refuse landing permission. And I warn you, we've had troublemakers before. The bay is lined with autoguns. Violence is not a survivable option.
I was kind of hoping I could just say, hang on a second, and then save, and then absolutely attack them. But, is there any way you can reconsider the fee?
I assure you that the fee is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world.
Persuade the money I save, I'll spend in your stores. I don't think he's going to go for that, but sure.
That does make sense.
Okay.
I suppose I could let it go this time. We need the business. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
I really need to get going. I don't want to tell him anything about our plans.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Okay. Normally I wouldn't care about the 100 credits, but we're actually like down to, does it say where our credits are here? Yeah, we're down to 203 credits. So I do kind of care about my credits. I feel like we haven't really accomplished anything today. We just did the one Mandalorian mission and then met that stowaway. We're on the new planet, but I kind of feel like starting fresh here next time. So let's go ahead and save our game. And we will... Did I actually save, or did I do the thing where it calculated the save and then I didn't save? I think I actually saved, but now I actually saved again, so it's fine. All right, well, that's enough for this episode, I suppose, of Go Play a Star Wars here on Chasey K Plays. Go check out the description underneath this video to go find some of the other things that I do. I've got the Casual Hour, a podcast that I do with Bobby Pease about video games. I've got Pilot Program, a podcast I do with Pierce Corshane about television shows. I've got another YouTube channel that I do not think is in the description. I'm probably not going to put it in there. It's just something I'll mention every once in a while. It's called Common Knowledge MTG, and it's where I look at common Magic the Gathering cards, or cards of the common rarity in Magic the Gathering. Tell you if they're good for the Pauper format, which is a format where you only use common cards. It's pretty fun. It's actually my favorite way to play Magic. It's really cheap because they're all common cards, and I think it's really cool. So I just wanted a channel where I could go look at cards and justify it, and making those videos is a good way of doing that. We'll be back next week. We'll get into Tatooine here and see what trouble we can find ourselves in, and look to see if we can find another star map. Till then, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.